Okay, I'd like to call this park board meeting to order for Tuesday, January 9th, 2024. First item on the agenda tonight is the approval of the December board meeting minutes. I believe everybody's received a copy of those minutes. Does anybody have any additions or corrections? I actually do, and I know I wasn't at the meeting, but it does say on here that I adjourned the meeting, so it's got to be changed. Is that a problem, Heather? Is that a problem?
No.
You want us to go ahead and sign this? Okay. Anything else? Okay, hearing none, I need a motion to approve those minutes.
So moved.
Second. Been moved by Mr. Prost, seconded by Mr. Dietrich. All those in favor, Mr. Prost.
Aye.
Mr. Dietrich.
Aye.
Mr. Burton.
Aye.
Well, I guess I can't vote on it since I wasn't there, so motion carries. Next item on the agenda is the attorney's report. We have a new attorney.
Hey, Tim, before we get started with attorney's report, sorry, Terry. Like to introduce two new employees for the 2024 year. You guys approved in the ordinance, in the budget, two positions, additional parks and maintenance position. Blake Welby, happy to have him on. He's got a lot of great experience. I think he's going to be great with the culture. He's going to have his own parks, his own amenities to care for as well. And then Lexi Walden has been with us at the community center working front desk. She is fulfilling the role for the food and beverage coordinator position full time. So she'll be running concessions for Freedom Springs, and then also onboarding the sports bar and eventually running that as well. Lexi and Blake.
Welcome aboard.
All right, guys.
Thank you for coming to the meeting. It's nice to put a name to the face. So, okay. Well, again, welcome. We appreciate you being here tonight. All right, back to the agenda, the attorney's report. Like I said, we have a new attorney tonight.
I have various number of agreements for you to consider tonight. The first is a use agreement with Aspire Johnson County for a luncheon with the mayor at the Greenwood Fieldhouse.
This is for the state of the city. We did this last year at the Fieldhouse. We opened up the turf. It's the exact same scenario. It's February 22nd. Start time 11:30 and time 1 p.m. Well, obviously, this will be a rental. It's just like everything else. This is for your consideration.
Same setup, Rob.
Yes.
I mean, exact same layout.
As far as I know it.
Yeah, it worked really well last year.
Anything else from anyone? Okay, hearing none, I need a motion to approve the use agreement with Aspire Johnson County for the mayor's state of the city address.
So moved.
Second. Been moved by Mr. Burton, second by Mr. Prost. All those in favor? I'm sorry, second by Mr. Dietrich. All those in favor, Mr. Prost.
Aye.
Mr. Dietrich.
Aye.
Mr. Burton.
Aye.
I'm an aye also. Motion carries. Next item on the attorney's report is the partnership agreement with Bailey and Wood.
Yes, corporate partnership agreement with Bailey and Wood for the 2024 Greenwood Freedom Festival.
Yep, I'm going to go into discussing this particular thing as well. One of the things that was on the top of my agenda that I forgot to bring up is, Terry, I need you kind of new to kind of supervising this. Probably guys need to do election of officers before we proceed, because it is the beginning of the 2024 year. Just a suggestion.
So I open the floor for nominations.
I'm gonna nominate Tim for president.
Second.
Tim Sherry has been nominated for president of the park board for 2024. All those in favor have been nominated by Mr. Burton, second by Mr. Dietrich. All those in favor, Mr. Burton,
Aye.
Mr. Dietrich,
Aye.
Mr. Prost.
Aye.
Can I vote on that? Probably not. All right, motion carries. The nomination for vice president. I nominate Chris Burton.
Second.
I nominate Chris Burton. Mr. Dietrich, seconded the nomination. All those in favor, Mr. Dietrich,
Aye.
Mr. Burton, can't vote, sorry. So I'm an aye, and Mr. Prost.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Do we need a member, a treasurer, or a member? I thought it was just member.
Now, or secretary, or
Secretary, I said treasurer, I meant secretary.
Rob, if I'm not mistaken, in the past, the vice president holds the
They're both the same.
secretary's position.
Thought it was that way last year.
That's what it is. You want to look into that and correct us at the next meeting, that's fine.
Okay.
But otherwise, we'll just go ahead and close nominations and move on to the next item. Okay. Next item for the attorney's report, I'm sorry.
Various corporate sponsorship agreements at Greenwood Sports Complex.
This is for the Greenwood Freedom Fest. This is the stage partner. This was the first right of refusal. Bailey Wood did it 2023. They are opting in to do it again for 2024 for $5,000 for Freedom Fest stage partner.
Questions or comments? Hearing none, I need a motion to approve the partnership agreement with Bailey and Wood for the, did you say main stage? At the Freedom Festival?
Main stage.
So moved.
Second. Been moved by Mr. Burton, second by Mr. Prost. All those in favor, Mr. Dietrich.
Aye.
Mr. Burton.
Aye.
Mr. Prost. Aye. I'm an aye also, motion carries. Okay. Next item, I believe, is the partnerships, various partnerships at the Greenwood Sports Complex.
Yes, that's correct.
Do we need to do each one of these individually, or can we do them all?
I personally have objection. You guys have already approved the partnership matrix. There's
Right.
nothing outside that partnership matrix that you won't be approving additional of.
Okay.
So all the packets and what they are agreeing to have been in the packets for your review. I'm happy for you to do them all.
On my agenda, they're listed as a package
Correct.
on my agenda.
So I can name them off individually?
Right.
Okay. Anybody have any questions or comments about these? I know, like Rob said, we did approve these fees and these matrices before. Just out of curiosity, Rob, did you guys have to go out and do a lot of running and hunting of these, down these corporate sponsorships, or do you have many come to you?
Both.
Both?
So there was some solicitation on our end as well. And then there was some organics that came our way once they heard about them through like media releases and press releases, and then of course word of mouth. So got them in a lot of different forms.
Well, my compliments to the staff for getting this up and out of the way.
What's that?
So my compliments to the staff for getting these taken care of and out of the way. Does anybody have any questions or comments on these? Okay, hearing none, I need a motion to approve the Greenwood Sports Complex partnership agreements with Camilla's, Citizens Bank, Johnson County RMC, Precision Fiber Solutions, Rascals, Sparrow Logistics, and University of Indianapolis.
So moved.
I'll second that.
Been moved by Mr. Dietrich, seconded by Mr. Prost. All those in favor, Mr. Dietrich?
Aye.
Mr. Burton?
Aye.
Mr. Prost?
Aye.
I'm an aye also, motion carries. Next item looks like a lease agreement with Greenwood Fire Department.
Yep. Greenwood Fire Department's going to conduct fire extinguisher training at the community center and media conference room on various dates.
Yes, typically this would be an executive decision. I would make most of these decisions. But just for you guys, to let you know, you guys would be okay. We'd like to host, open up a room for the fire department to do public safety, to show how to use fire extinguisher. In one of the community centers. That made it on the agenda, pack to go through the process for you guys.
So it'd be open to the public.
Correct.
Oh, nice.
You know that's something you have to sign up for, or they just show up, you know? I know it's not our program.
It'll probably be promoted and on a time and date, and then those will show up for that on that time.
Any questions or comments? And hearing none, I need a motion to approve the use agreement with Greenwood Fire Department for fire extinguisher training sessions in 2024 at the Greenwood Community Center.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved by Mr. Burton, second by Mr. Prost. All those in favor? Mr. Prost.
Aye.
Mr. Burton.
Aye.
Mr. Dietrich.
Aye.
I'm an aye also, so motion carries. Next item on the agenda is the ratification of the service agreement with Flock Safety.
Yeah, Flock Safety required a contract to be executed by the end of the year. I know there's a lack in the rates that was signed the agreement on December 29th. So we need you to ratify that agreement for the license plate years, and there's also an addendum for you to approve.
Just for your information, the flock cameras, the specific location of those are at the egress and ingress of Freedom Park. This is for public safety for patrons of Freedom Parks.
Is it just one park in particular that you're using this safety system?
As of right now, this is the highest volume of patron load we have within a 14, 15-week period.
Thank you.
Other questions or comments? Hearing none, I need a motion to approve the ratification of the service agreement with Flock Safety.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved by Mr. Pro, seconded by Mr. Dietrich. All those in favor, Mr. Pro,
Aye.
Mr. Burton,
Aye.
Mr. Dietrich.
Aye.
I'm an aye also, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is a use agreement with Johnson County Library for their mobile reading program.
There is a proposal for the Johnson County Public Library with a bookmobile to stop at University Park on the second and fourth Thursdays of the month. I believe this rotation would start February 8th and run all the way through 2024. There is a representative here for Johnson County Public Libraries that can probably answer more details much better than I can. So please, ask her or ask myself.
Was this University Park and
Summerfield Park, I believe.
Okay.
do we need her to identify herself for the record?
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
I'm April Windish, the outreach coordinator for the Johnson County Public Library.
Thank you for being here. So I know I asked the question, but I was thinking of something else when you answered. Did you say it's just for University Park or you guys moved to other parks?
And Summerfield Park.
Summerfield Park, okay, that's what I thought I heard. So, have we done this before with Johnson County Library?
I don't, no, we have never done it with Johnson County Public Library. We certainly do not have any issues.
Sure, absolutely. Hey, anybody have any questions or comments? Hope it's a success. Hope you get the word out to it. It'd be nice.
Thanks for being here.
Yes, appreciate you coming tonight.
We'll get a use agreement.
Okay, no other questions or comments? I need a motion to approve the use agreement with Johnson County Library for their mobile reading program.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Pro, second by Mr. Dietrich. All's in favor, Mr. Dietrich,
Aye.
Mr. Burton.
Aye.
Mr. Probst.
Aye.
I'm an aye also, motion carries. And last item on the attorney's report is a consideration of a purchase agreement with Dan Miller Hardware for mowers at the sports park.
Inclusive in 2024's budget, we had some equipment, we have loose equipment, and we've also got maintenance equipment set aside for the sports park. Some of that included some blowers, a couple CTR mowers, all of that, and some accessories that go on with that equipment as well. So $35,141.50 for your consideration.
Well, this ought to get you on the ground running. This
Yeah.
piece of equipment
And I'll be honest, it's a start.
sure is.
What's a strike kit that goes on the mower? On the
Um,
mower?
You know, when you can see when you mow and you see it's dark, you go the other way, it's light.
Mhm.
That's the striking kit doing that. So it gives a nice uniform look to it, like a ball field.
Yeah, you have to put something on the mower to make that happen. huh?
Dude, it's just laying grass one direction, laying grass the opposite direction.
Learn something new every day. I had no
Hey,
idea.
that's what we're here for.
Cool.
So I'm looking to see if I actually had that purchase agreement in front of me. I don't know if I did. I have a quote.
I can provide it.
Do I need to sign this or? Yeah.
Yes, you should.
Any other questions or comments on this? Okay, hearing none, I need a motion to approve the purchase agreement with Danny Miller Hardware for grounds maintenance equipment at the sports complex.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved by Mr. Dietrich, seconded by Mr. Burton. All those in favor, Mr. Dietrich,
Aye.
Mr. Burton,
Aye.
Mr. Prost?
Aye.
I am an aye also, motion carries. And I think that was the last item on the attorney's report.
Yes.
Thank you. And welcome to the board.
Thank you, sir.
We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Next item on the agenda is the planning commission appointment from the Green Park Board for the next year, 2024. Does anybody have any nominations? I'd like to nominate Michael Prost.
Second.
Do it.
All right, appreciate your willingness to do it. I nominate Mr. Prost for the planning commission. Mr. Burton seconded. All those in favor, Mr. Prost? I don't know if you can prove that or not. Tell me that. Mr. Burton?
Aye.
Mr. Dietrich?
Aye.
I'm an aye also. Motion carries. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Parks Foundation report.
No updates for the foundation this time.
Controllers report. I believe Greg is here.
Afternoon. First thing, I did email everyone earlier today. We have one item on the carryover list that was missed for Napa. I'd like to get that approved retroactively to add to the carryovers, so it'll be paid for $2023 rather than hitting this year's budget.
Was that on this list that we had earlier?
I sent out an email earlier today.
Let's see.
I got it in the email.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, also here it is.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, this list of carryovers, it wasn't on here.
Correct. So we want to get
Okay.
retroactively add that.
Okay, so you just need us to approve the addition of the Napa
Yes.
carryovers.
Yes.
Need a motion to approve the carryovers for Napa Auto.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Dietrich, second by Mr. Burton. All those in favor, Mr. Dietrich,
Aye.
Mr. Burton,
Aye.
Mr. Prost.
Aye.
I'm an aye also. Motion carries. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So we sent out the financials earlier this month. You'll see the operating fund, Fund 204, that is your property tax back fund. Mainly that funds your salaries and wages as well as some capital improvements. End of the year up $169,615. So the final balance at the end of 2023 was just over 2.8 million. You're at almost an 80% operating reserve, which is a pretty wonderful place to be. If we ever have another issue where property taxes are delayed like they were during the COVID years, you guys are sitting pretty for that. Food and beverage tax funds, that one ended up being up 337,000. That's the one that generally carries all of your services and charges, supplies budgets, and some of the capital is in there as well. That one ended the year with just over $3.9 million. Your S&R fund ended the year up 99,000, so just over $306,000 in there. That's the one that generally is used to fund programming, so it's going to be one of those where it's going to move up and down throughout the year as we publicize and start collecting dues for different programs. That comes in, goes back out the door as those programs occur. So you'll see that one move up and down as we go through next year. Finally is your park impact fee fund. We were up 267,000 in that one. So there's just over 2.2 million as of year end. That one again, as we have projects come up that make sense to fund with it, you'll see those expenditures hitting there. I know the pickleball is going to be one of our big ones this year, and some of the Worsville Park funding is going to come out of there. But on the plus side, there's a ton of development going on, so you're gonna see a lot of park impact fees coming in over the next year as well. So I expect that fund will be pretty solid next year.
Have we had any impact from the Madison on that fund yet? Or is that,
Yes, yeah, so they pay those impact fees when they do all the building permitting and everything, so that's come in, we do have that in here. And then you figure we've got, out east, the big Pulte development coming in, we've got, on County Line, the, apartments that are breaking ground, so we're gonna see some big numbers coming
future looks bright?
in. It does.
Anybody have anything for Greg? Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you
Appreciate it.
much.
Parks report.
I believe you got my report in front of you. You got any questions, we want to happy to answer. Just a quick update, you guys have been out, we got all the Christmas decorations down, we've been planting trees the last couple of days. And we're gonna start on a few little fence lines, throughout the city. They've kind of gotten away from us, they're not real visible, but they're on our property, so we're gonna straighten them up. With that brush hit.
One of these days. One of these days, we'll get to use those. Good. I have any questions for them? Well, little I saw the Christmas lights this year, it looked great.
Yeah, good.
And pass it on, it's better.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. All right, thank you, sir. Trails.
We have one of the outstanding easements that we were needing to acquire has come back. So we do have your guys' consideration. It is in the packet. Sorry, this came in today. Straight away, it was from the American Estates and Trusts, held by James A. Rowe. That easement, for consideration for purchase is for $851.88. From a graphical standpoint, we put together the acquisition what has been done for the trail. You can see Sweeney is meant to be green. It's actually Rowe that's supposed to be that orangey color. Rowe was the only one outstanding as far as an easement acquisition. So once this is complete, all of the easements will be secured. We are still waiting to close on the title for Storic. That's that one. It's purple, along County Line Road. I did speak to the representing agent about that today. There is hold up with the owner's lender that they're requiring a certain amount of appraisals to be done to make sure it offsets the current lien that's on there, based on our purchase price. That's going to be separated that parcel that's on that lien of that whole property. So I'm sure it'll be fine, but row will be secured, and so that entire thing will be free. Once that is secured and we get that recorded, I am then going to proceed for your consideration. If you guys accept, to give you kind of status update on that, then we will start proceeding with an environmental study now, because we're going to get the permits done, and then look at funding sources to get this trail underway. We're getting there.
Great job.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah.
So, but for your consideration, with all that said, the final one is American Estate and Trust, James A. Rowe, for $851.88.
1192 Ridgetop Drive.
Yep.
That's in Imperial Hills.
Yes, I think, yes.
Okay, questions, comments? Variance?
Does that mean you have all the pieces you need to complete the job, or is there one more piece left?
So once row is done, we complete this, I have scoring, which is right there in purple. And that we're looking to purchase that. And that's being held up with their lender of that owner of that property. So
I see.
once that's done, we will then environmental study
Right,
and then getting the proper permits to go and get those done. Once those are required, then we're on a permit basis, we're on a time schedule. Permits are only good for so long. We've got to find funding sources to get this project built, so.
good job. Thank you.
Anything else? Hearing none, I need a motion to approve the temporary construction easement for the AES trail at the property, 1192 Ridgetop Drive.
So moved.
Second,
Moved by Mr. Burt, second by Mr. Dietrich. All those in favor? Mr. Burt? Aye. Mr. Dietrich?
aye.
Mr. Post?
Aye.
Aye, and I also, motion carries. Slowly but surely.
Yeah, we're chipping away.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. Recreation report.
Happy to answer any questions you guys may have, like you guys before.
Looks like they're plugging away.
They are.
How's the Eclipse Festival coming along?
Wonderful.
Is it really? I think there's a lot of bandwagon jumpers that are out there right now trying to get in on that.
Yeah.
So maybe you were ahead of the curve?
I think we're right in the front, to be honest with you. It's just one of those unknowns. I mean, we're kind of trying to figure this thing out. Yeah, it's going great. We're trying to plan for the worst, hope for the best.
This is probably, since Nick's not here, do we have any idea how many kids are playing in the indoor soccer? Over at
Jim
the-
Wingate, our assistant director, may be able to answer that question better than me.
Boy, way to shift.
It was more than normal. So they did the younger kid league
Just ballpark.
this past winter, or the past season. I would say somewhere between 100 and 200
Okay.
session.
I think it's great that they're in the field house.
Yeah.
You know, I go by there. I think it's awesome to see all those kids in there on those bodies. So I was just curious about that. Thank you. Anything else on recreation report? Good job on that, Rob. Fieldhouse report, Ricky is here.
Hello, you should have a copy of the Fieldhouse report. As you can see, facility rentals are doing great, especially for the month of December. January is gonna be, I'm sure, just the same. We're getting calls every day about turf rentals, basketball rentals, so it's never ending with that. But I mean, as you can see, like, I mean, rentals are doing great, but also day passes are about staying the same. So people are still coming in, even with the rentals that are going on. So it cuts out a lot of time that's available for day passes.
And you've almost doubled your members since last year. That's great.
I noticed the parking garage has been cleaned out. Is there any word on the opening of that?
It's getting closer.
Security cameras were run this week. I think the fiber finally got done. Get the contract and the fee structure set with council now.
Be anxious to see how that turns out.
Likewise.
Okay, thanks, Ricky. Community center report. I believe Sharon is here.
You guys have my report. I want to say that December was a record-breaking month again. Our Free Friday sales, we did over 39,000, almost 40, in just community center. And then compared to last year, it was 36. So we had a real busy day, actually the whole month was pretty busy. Christmas went real well. Got that all cleaned out, we still have paint on the windows. As soon as we get the contract, we'll get paint off. And then on Saturday, they started polishing the wall, expand the gym inside the workout area. You can realize a lot of compliments already. They just started. So,
How long is that gonna take?
hard to say.
Great question.
Not maybe, not very long. Can't do that long.
I'm real leery on commenting on construction projects. But just to give you a bit of background, not to prolong this a little bit, to piggyback on what Sharon was saying, one of the park board members did ask me, well, what was the theory behind that? Those were program rooms that we were trying to like maximize. We had a community center remodel. One of the other benefits of opening up a field house is a lot more flexibility, and we could have a lot more space that we can use. So, you know, even though it's not in the field house, having that additional space over there allowed us to kind of repurpose, and monetize the community center and create a more better flowing in this kind of area, the opportunity to add more space.
Fresh my memory, who's doing that work?
Rick Stevens.
Rick Stevens, and he's done work for us
He
before.
has, yeah. Very familiar with the facility.
Okay. Anything else on the community center?
The dog park, boy, it's really dropped, hasn't it, the rental?
Yeah, I think dog parks are cyclical.
No,
The memberships,
does it kind of fade after years go by, or?
yeah, it's a year thing. It's actually a seasonal thing as well.
Yeah,
Dog park memberships has its peaks and lows.
it's like $2,000.
Yeah, doesn't worry me. Not yet.
Oh, you gotta have,
And one dog park membership gets you into all the dog parks.
Yeah, we have 3 dog parks.
Yeah.
One holistic membership will get you in all 3.
Well, I think with a lot of the apartments coming in, you might see a bump.
Yeah.
With the dog park memberships.
you could.
Yeah, I definitely think there's an ebb and flow to that.
There it is.
Yeah.
I mean, there has been in my tenure, so.
Anything else on the community center? Thank you, Sharon. Any other business from the public? Any other business from Hartford? I believe everybody's signed the claim form, no additions or corrections. And if there's no other business come before this board, this meeting is adjourned.